Easter Sunday and the tenderloin and the scent of free food is in the air. People, 3 and 4 wide and 50 deep, waiting to be served at St. Anthony's and Glyde Memorial. Poor and hungry people who don't get enough to eat the other 362 or so days of the year today will feast. My first sober Easter in 42 years, and as my outpatient drug program required me to do, I usually started each day at the First Place AA meeting at Jones and Ellis, where most of the attendees are there for the coffee and snacks, not sobriety. Larry, a 20-something gay meth addict who could not stay clean for more than 48 hours and was constantly telling me what a big putz he had, was no exception. "Hey, Robin, want to go to Tenderloin Tessie's?" Unlike Larry and most of the others, I had a whopping 30 days clean. From drugs and alcohol, but not from food. Who or what is Tenderloin Tessie's, I asked. Turns out that Tenderloin Tessie is an organization named in honor of Perry Spink, a drag queen performer bartender whose stage name was Tenderloin Tessie, and who began organizing free meals every Thursday for the blighted community, beginning in the 1960s, continuing through the 70s and through the devastation of the 1980s AIDS epidemic. Although Spink died in 1984, the organization continued to serve meals to the poor on the last Thursday of each month. Tessie had also started a tradition of handing out gift bags to his guests that continues today at the celebrations, which now occur on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. No thanks. I'm trying to watch my weight. It was not only that, but I still maintained enough middle-class hauteur to deplore standing in line with homeless people for something to eat. The lie that I told myself was that I could not in good conscience accept charity when I had more than sufficient income to eat anything I desired. After the meeting, I trudged home to my apartment across Eddy Street, past the open door of the dive with the Vietnamese bartender who often smiled when I walked by, down Hyde Street, and through the homeless camp flea market the cops were always busting, left on Turk, under the hand-painted sign, Crim Cram's Junk Store, and up to my studio. Actually just a tiny room with a shower, mini fridge, microwave, and a 2-burner stove, where I would, perhaps, find some solace in my guitar, if I could manage to play low enough not to disturb my neighbor, who was always complaining over the slightest sound. Well, the guitar didn't do it, and neither did the TV, so by late afternoon I was, as they like to say in recovery circles, feeling HALT, hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. Should I try to catch a meeting? I decided to take a walk instead. My higher power had arranged my first sober Easter Sunday in over 40 years to be one of those precious, sunny, bright, and mild San Francisco days. The days where everybody who is anybody is out and about. The days that teach you how lonely you can be in a crowd. I could take the streetcar to the Castro, but I would probably wind up feeling even lonelier there. So I wound up taking a walk, aimlessly. I don't recall the route, but I do clearly remember entering the KFC at Larkin and Eddy. Easter Sunday special, 15-piece bucket, 8 biscuits, and double sides. Okay, I thought I could order that to go and save some of it for lunch to have during the week, rationalizing that this would save me the bother of having to cook on the 2-burner stove. By 8 p.m., the entire repast was gone. 15 pieces of original recipe, 2 large coleslaws, 2 family-sized mashed potatoes, gravy, and 8 biscuits. And a 2-liter Diet Coke. Well, I lied. I didn't drink all of the Diet Coke. Hello, my name is Robin, and I am a compulsive overeater. I would announce a couple years later at my first Overeaters Anonymous meeting, and during my share, I would later point to that night as one of my lowest bottoms as a food addict.